What's up, everybody? Down South Don coming to you from the studio. Wanted to bring you guys some new bike tech, which is what I planned on bringing to the channel, and give you guys an inside look at some of the things and items that I use out there on the road. And today, yeah, bringing you guys some heated socks, which are probably much needed for a lot of you guys out there. This particular brand I did get off of Amazon, so I'm going to leave a link down in the description. Make sure you check that out. So these basically go for $79, which is a steal in my opinion. Uh, this is a large, which it tells you on the bottom of the sock. They come with two. I'm sorry. First of all, they are Savior heated socks. They are rechargeable, and unlike the ones that you connect to your motorcycle, which I'm not really a fan of, having to connect the jacket, the pants, and all that wired. If you ever get ejected from your bike, man, that's not a good look. You snatching all those cables and whatnot with you. I believe it can cause some form of a hazard. So I prefer the lithium polymer version, which is the battery here. And each one of these, which I have them charging right now, it's pretty cold in Houston, so these batteries, just let me show you. They actually slide into the sock. Has a little zipper right here. You plug this in here and slide the battery into the small battery pocket. Let's see if I can get this right. All right, so slide that in there, zip it up. Now these are pretty quality socks. Now you see a little length on that, man. Hey, I've been wearing my socks, so this is a 2-month review that I decided to bring in. I wanted to kind of try them out before I, give a review on them, because some people do an unboxing, which doesn't make sense to me because you haven't really had a chance to truly enjoy the product. I've been enjoying these damn socks, man. And right now, today, it's supposed to be like freezing in Houston, which is kind of rare for us. But let me give you a quick rundown on why I bought these socks. The reason I got these socks were I was going to Dallas one morning for the International Bike Show, which was basically the end of winter last year. And I felt like I really didn't need socks. So I leave out of the house with the Harley brand shoes on, which were, they were keeping me warm for the moment. But once I got outside of Houston in the outskirts and it started freezing, we got into the woods halfway to Dallas. My toes were numb. I couldn't feel my feet. My hands were numb. I mean, it was a horrible experience. When I finally, I guess, got past 7, 8 o'clock, closer to noon, then all of a sudden my feet started to warm up. We stopped at the Academy, bought some foot warmers, the little packets, I guess, that you ruffle up and slide them in your boot or put them on your toes or whatever. That didn't work that well. It lasted for a short while. It did make a slight difference, but it didn't unthaw my feet, which I had a problem with. So I looked and tried a bunch of different socks, and some of them were a little cheaper. The batteries didn't last that long, and a lot of them, and they weren't warm in itself. Like, I put these on and my feet automatically are warm. The battery and the rechargeable, the heating element inside actually made all the difference. So these actually heat up all the way up to the top of the little battery area itself. Matter of fact, yeah, it goes all the way to the top. And you can actually somewhat feel when you're stepping on the heating element, which may be an issue for some people, but it doesn't really bother me that much if you have sensitive feet. But I can actually feel the ridges or the lines, which if you're riding, you're not having that kind of pressure on your feet or on top of the coil. So I don't think it would matter that much. So these socks do come in black and gray, which, whatever your preference, small, medium, and large. And they have 3 settings. So as you can see, I'm going to press and you press and hold. You can see that they're red. This is the hottest setting. This setting here is from 140 degrees to 150. I don't like it because it burns my feet. I can feel them literally cooking my damn feet. The next setting is on white. The white is 122 degrees to 131. Now, the first setting, the red, only lasts 2.5 hours, so it's going to drain your battery pretty quick. If you're in an extreme cold, I get it. Hey, do what you got to do. The second, in the white, it lasts for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. That setting, if it's really cold, about I say below around 32 degrees or freezing, whatever, that's probably going to be your best setting for most people. I have sensitive feet somewhat, so my next setting is the blue. Now, the blue is my all around setting, which I keep them on majority of the time. And that's back to red. Anyway, hold it a couple of seconds and it's off. But the blue actually is 100 degrees to about 112, 115 per the manufacturer's specs. And that lasts anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. And I literally go to bed with these socks on. I enjoy them. You know, when it's cold in the house, instead of me just sliding on finding regular socks, I tend to put these on when I'm sitting back watching a movie or whatever. I mean, it's the bee's knees, as people say. I enjoy it, man. I don't think you can really beat as far as the price. Now, people are like, oh, $80 for a pair of damn socks. Based on what these are made off of, they're real durable. Unlike, regular socks, they do have heel reinforcements. The toe is reinforced. It's pretty thick. Unlike most socks, they are made with 80% cotton and has a couple other, mixtures to them, like that other 20% is split between two other elements, materials. So, I mean, that's as far as what I can tell you, man. It's probably one of the best items I've bought as far as clothing. And people talk about, having other socks and I guess what do they call them? The foot warmers that the insoles. As far as the insoles are concerned, why just cover the bottom of your feet with heat when you can just cover it from your toe all the way up to right to the bottom of your knee? I would probably suggest that you get them a little larger than what you normally wear, just so you can have extra room to be able to pull them up. Now, one thing that I did find on the button, it wears just a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but does that matter? And it's like rubber. So I don't think it matters. I mean, as long as you know the settings, once you've been using them for a little while, you can just, click on the settings. Once you click, and you can hear it's like a little clickety textile type button, and you hold it, the settings based on the colors. And that's how I pay attention to them. I'm not sitting there trying to figure out which is hot, cold. Obviously, the red is the hottest. So, common sense. Anyway, so with those three settings, and also they have a 12-month full replacement. So if you have any quality defects or whatever, take those, send them back, and they'll give you free replacements. How can you beat that? So I just wanted to bring that tech to you guys, see how you thought about that. But these batteries are 2200 milliamps. They last quite a long time. Like I say, on the lower settings, which is probably more than sufficient than enough for most of you guys, they do have gloves, which I'll be also leaving a link in the description for those. And just make sure you check it out. Use that link, help your boy out, and I'm going to bring you guys some more tech in the future. Meanwhile, just to show you the type of boots that I wear when it does get real cold, I'll actually talk about these a little later. But these are the Alpine Stars. And yeah, some people are like, oh, those look like sport bike boots. I bought these when I had my sport bike. But when I tell you, I mean, they look just as good when I'm touring. And I only wear these when I'm like taking highway trips just to protect and cover my feet. And they're pretty great. So get into those in another video. Meanwhile, make sure you check out, the website. Make sure you get yourself some Bug Slide. A lot of you guys are probably used to this already, but people always ask, hey, man, What year is your bike? Why does it look so clean and glossy and whatnot? I use Bug Slide. You can get it off the website, downsouthdawn.com. Make sure you check it out. I am a Factory 47 dealer amongst a few other dealers, Tab Performance. Make sure you check it out. Get yourself some goodies for your bike. Also, for you bikers that live in the life, this is the Leatherback backpack, which it's called Leatherback Gear, but it's the world's safest backpack, which is bulletproof. In case you need that type of protection, which nowadays you just never know. So this is the backpack, and what it does, it deploys and splits into two different deals, and I will make sure you stay tuned for the video on that, and we'll get more into that a little bit later. Just wanted to bring you a little biker tech. So you guys stay safe out there. Down South Dawn, and I'm out.